Welcome back to the channel.
Yeah, welcome back everybody.
So as we go along the road, we wanted to do sort of an update on our thoughts regarding the Magic Key program.
Yeah.
So come tag along with us today
as we talk about the new pass program for Disneyland.
Yeah. So we want to detail the passes just a little bit before we start talking about them. The first pass would be the Enchant Key Pass. Basically, you get one or both theme parks on select days. Theme parks reservations can be made 90 days in advance, and you get 4 park reservations with the lowest key. You get a 10% off select dining, 10% off select merchandise, and you do have to pay for parking at this tier. So then we have the Believe Key Pass, which is the same thing, reservations at both theme parks, but you have to do your reservation. Theme park reservations up to 90 days, but at this pass you can actually make 6. So you get 2 more at this pass level.
Interesting.
You get park reservations are subject to availability, blah, blah, blah. You get 10% off dining, 10% off merchandise, so the same as the previous one. There are some blackout dates with this one as well. And you get 50% off theme park parking. So this one will give you a little bit of a discount on parking if you get the Believe Key.
So instead of $25, you're probably paying $12.
$12.50 technically, that's 50%. And then you have the Dream Key, which is the highest tier they have right now. Same thing, reservation based for both parks. You can make reservations 90 days, so same as the previous 2 tiers. You get 6 reservations, just like the last tier, so no difference there. You get 15% off select dining, so you get 5% more off. You get 20% off merchandise, which is double the merchandise, so that's kind of nice. And then you get standard theme park parking included, so that means no theme park fee, so you save $25 each trip. Now the Enchant Key is $649, the Believe Key is $949, and the Dream Key is $1,399. So remember, for an extra 10% off merchandise, an extra 5% off, and free parking, you're paying an extra $500.
So you would have to go, for the parking alone, you'd have to go at least what, like 10 to 20 times?
For what?
Because the parking, so you're getting the...
If you just include parking in between the difference, you'd have to go about 20 times to make up for the parking. But you do get half off, so that means you'd actually have to go 40 times if you're just looking at parking.
Yeah, so, and the only reason I'm not taking into account the 20% off merch is that if you are a Disney Visa card holder or a Disney debit card holder with Chase, you do get 20% off merchandise as long as you spend $75 or more. And so
really you get nothing then if you have a Disney Chase card.
Yeah, so you're not really because let's think about it. How many times are you going to buy merchandise at Disney that's less than $75?
Oh, right, you're never going to. I mean, even if you just buy a Spirit jersey, you're at, what, 65? Some of them are 75 now, so that's literally going to get you. T-shirts are tipped about 40, so...
Yeah, it's pretty expensive for the merchandise there, which honestly I didn't even think about on our last trip, that I could have used my Disney card. But, yeah, so...
So, before we even get into our details, let us know in the comments below. Are you going to get a Magic Key Pass? Which one are you selecting? Because we're interested in doing it. We're probably going to do it later in October, though. So we definitely love to hear your feedback of what you're going to get.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be a pass holder again, and I realize they're now changing...
Maybe a key holder.
They're changing the terms to a key holder, but...
I think it's dumb that they changed the terms personally.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Like, I think they're just trying to hype it up as it to be something that it's really not.
I think it's honestly legal reasons, because if you say you're a pass holder and you're an annual pass, meaning you can go any day you want, the limitations that they put on the annual passes in Florida and on these Magic Keys, they're not technically annual passes anymore.
Yeah.
If you think about like Knott's Berry or Universal, if you get an annual pass, you can go any day you want. Same thing with SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, all those.
But Disney is still requiring the daily reservation for you to get into the park. So, like, I really am curious, are they
a Magic Key and you're getting into parks, how difficult is it? Because we haven't heard anything from our friends who got it or other vloggers too. We haven't really heard anything negative about the reservation system beyond, you know, the early stuff prior to the Magic Key coming out. Is it difficult to get the keys? Because I have the same concern too. Like, what if you get the most expensive key and the few days that we have off to go there, there's no reservations? That to me is a little bit frustrating.
Especially as it gets closer to the holidays. Like, I imagine those park reservations are going to be harder to come by. I think if you go during the middle of the week, I doubt it'll be that difficult to get them. But like, if you're looking at the weekend, or you're looking at like a holiday, or even a holiday week, like the week between Christmas and New Year's, because there are no blackout dates at the top to your pass.
Remember though, if you make a reservation 3 times and fail to do it within a certain period of time, they'll lock out your car for 90 days too.
Which is,
or, I'm sorry, 30 days. I believe it's 30 days. I apologize.
Yeah, 30 days. You won't be able to make a park reservation, which blocks you out for 30 days. So like, are you gonna refund me 30 days? You know, like,
JPEG's Disney.
You know, I understand they want to make it so that people don't abuse it, but
why are you doing the reservations?
Why are you doing it anyways?
Right. We were just there at Disneyland, and the one thing that we will say is that it was not that busy during the day. There was not that many people. When the special event that we were there for started, it was about the same amount of people that was in the park during the day, and it wasn't super crowded. The biggest line that there was about an hour-long wait for Incredicoaster and the Rock and Roller Coaster, and about 40 for Guardians. So that was about the limits there, so that's not that bad. So what is the point of the reservation still being in place?
Right, and there's not any social distancing. People are wearing masks. Like, you're not wearing a mask if you're outside in an open area, but if you are going on an attraction, even if the attraction's outside, like Incredicoaster or the Cars ride, you still have to wear a mask. So,
which is very difficult on Incredicoaster to keep on.
Yeah, Gary kept losing his mask. So like, I'm curious as to why we're doing park reservations. Like, what is the point of these park reservations? You know how many tickets you sell on a daily basis, and you know how many people have annual passes. Like, are they just making you make a reservation and there's just unlimited reservations? Like, I have yet to see the whole, like, no park reservations available yet. So I'm curious to see how that goes.
Yeah, and we definitely are curious to hear your feedback too, if you already have one. Because like we said, we're planning on doing it end of October, getting it somewhere around there, maybe even early November. And that's probably our biggest concern right now, is just the reservation system. With our schedules, it would be during the week that we're there, and we'd have to come from Las Vegas and go out there. So it's got to be a planned in advance thing, and it's going to be during the week. But we'd also like the opportunity to just go if we wanted to. It's only a few hour drive for us. Yeah,
we could wake up one morning, decide we want to drive out there, spend, like, you know, a handful of hours in the park, have a snack, and then drive home for the night.
Because they close so early now that it's like, you know, the park close either at 10 or 11 o'clock. So it's not even that late that they're open.
Yeah, when we lived in Florida, at least when I was younger, my family and I, we lived about 3.5 hours from Walt Disney World, and there were quite a few weekends that we would just wake up really early, drive to Walt Disney World, go from park open to park close, and then drive home. And so that's not out of the norm for me to want to, like, last second go drive wherever. And the drive's really not that bad from Las Vegas to Anaheim. So
another thing I find weird about the Magic Keys that we've discussed pretty much on, like, the parking thing.
Yeah.
Why are they still charging parking for the lowest tier? It's only $25. It's just a parking complex.
Yeah, it's a parking garage.
There we go. I was like blanking on the word garage. It's just a parking garage. Like, why are you charging them $25 a visit? I mean, back it down, JPEG, seriously.
And I don't know if there's electric vehicle parking in these parking garages. If you know if there's, like, electrical vehicle parking in the parking garages, please let us know, because I do drive a hybrid, and I'm curious about that. I know Walt Disney World has them, and I know how to specifically ask for them, but I have no idea how to go about that.
And we're pretty sure we saw one on the map on the way out, but we didn't physically, like, see it.
Yeah.
So we were not 100% that it's there, but it seems like there are some there somewhere. So definitely let us know if you drive a hybrid.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think it's awesome that they're bringing back the passes. I know Disneyland has been without a pass for about 6 months now.
Basically since it came back from the pandemic.
Yeah, and I know there's a lot of people that are really excited to come back, but there's also a lot of people that are really upset with how Disney's moving forward in the future and how they're handling things. And I think it'll be interesting too to see how Genie Plus plays into this whole system as well. I do have some concerns about the Genie Plus system. You know, just because you can get into the park doesn't mean that I'm not going to be able to ride anything either. So there's a lot of layers.
If that happens, that's the only reason why I go to the parks. If we can't ride stuff, I have no interest in going to Disney. I don't really do the character meet and greets. I don't mind to do it. It's fun, but it's just not really me at the parks. I don't mind watching the fireworks and the shows. Those are cool. But for me, it's about the rides. And if I can't ride the rides, or it's going to be super difficult to ride the rides, that's going to turn me off from renewing, if even getting a new one, you know?
Yeah, I think we're going to give it a year. We're gonna get the pass. We're gonna give it a year. We're gonna see how it goes, and we'll see if we like it or not. Because as you guys all know, if you're deep in Disney knowledge, it's just coming back after COVID. They just decided to strip the parks of everything lately.
Yeah, and California Adventure didn't have barely any shows. Shows. They had a Coco one, and that was really it. I mean, they have PhilharMagic too.
They had some of the street performers that we walked by and saw.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're right.
But, you know, there's not a lot of entertainment, I think, on that side, which I found interesting. But again, we have not been inside Disneyland yet, so I'm curious to see how that park looks. And I have to say, coming from the East Coast going to West Coast Disney, it's really not that big. It kind of concerns us a little bit too. We haven't seen Disneyland yet, and hopefully we'll like it. It's the Mecca. I mean, it's the original park. It's Walt's home. So I'm hoping that it moves me a little bit when we do actually go into Disneyland. But Disney California Adventure, I can see why everybody was really upset when they opened that park.
Specifically Pixar Pier. The rest of it seems at least somewhat done and cool themed.
They did a great job with Cars Land.
You'll have to check out our video about Blue Bash. I'll link it right here. Talk about sort of why we're saying that. But really, like, Pixar Pier is really just kind of off. Yeah. So another thing, too, is PhotoPass. For one thing, so it was our first time there. Your PhotoPass on the West Coast is so different than the East Coast. East Coast, it's so easy. It automatically linked to us. Or we would just scan our Magic Bands and it would automatically link to us. There, it gave us a code that we had to put in the app. And every time I put in the app, it said the code didn't exist. So it was like, and I don't know, some of our rides, some of the riders we were with didn't have face mask on, so maybe that's why.
That might have been, yeah.
But there was a couple that we had that everybody had face mask on, and it still didn't give us the code. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if we did something wrong. Let us know in the comments below. Again, it was very, very annoying. Plus the fact that with the Magic Keys, you don't get free PhotoPass. Oh yeah,
that's an interesting thing. Which, if I remember correctly, from the original annual pass at Disneyland, it didn't come with PhotoPass either. You had to buy the $10 Max Pass. But if you bought your $10 Max Pass for that day, you got PhotoPass, I think. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I have a feeling that with Genie Plus, that they're gonna start incorporating that to it.
Maybe, but I don't get it. I don't get it. At this point, as technology has advanced, there's no reason for them not to just give you the photos. If you want to print them out there and do the fancy frames and stuff, I'm cool with charging for that, Disney. That's understandable. But to take that away in something that's so simple, I mean, you can literally do that anywhere.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. So yeah, so hopefully in the next month or two, we'll have our official first day as Disney key holders.
Yeah, and I am super stoked to go to the Haunted Mansion, especially with the overlay. Yeah. You have no idea how many years I have been waiting to see this overlay.
The Haunted Mansion Nightmare Before Christmas overlay, like, they don't do that on the East Coast. So
we had been planning on doing it last year, and then COVID happened, and then the years before, every time we make plans to do it, something comes up. So I am super stoked. I'm a little disappointed we didn't go this time, but you know, we have our reasons. So.
Yeah, we were just a bit tired, but it's okay.
Yeah, that too.
And we have a big wedding coming up too, so that also too, if you guys haven't checked out those videos will be posting soon.
Yeah, I'll put a link to the playlist up here.
Yeah.
Check it out.
So I hope you guys enjoyed talking with us, chatting with us on our fireside chat without the fire.
Yeah, as we come into the new year, our goal is to at least do one of these, if not a live, every month. So we're just kind of keeping up with you and telling you what's going on. Look for at the end of the year too, we're going to have a year in review episode. That's going to be awesome, and we're going to talk about all the amazing stuff we did this year. Because we really came back pretty strong this year.
Yeah, we blew it out of the park.
So, yeah.
All right, well, I hope you guys had fun, and we will see you guys in our next adventure.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and come get lost with us again. Bye.
Bye.